Dr. Sandhya B. Ravindran, Consultant Dermatologist, Tele Hospital, Talsheri. So today, I'll be highlighting on the common reasons for hair fall and the significance of hair care. Hair fall is a very common problem that we encounter in almost all age groups and in males and females equally. But different people experience different types of hair fall. For example, some people complain of sudden onset hair fall, whereas others complain of long-standing hair fall. So when a person complains of sudden onset hair fall, almost always there will be some incident which has happened in the recent past which has triggered the sudden hair fall. The incident can be anything ranging from emotional stress to crash dieting or any surgeries which the patient has undergone, or it can even be accidents. It is also seen that people who have suffered from diseases like dengue, typhoid, viral fevers and malaria also experience this type of sudden hair fall around 3 to 4 months after their illness. Pregnancy is yet another reason for sudden onset of hair fall. Females often complain of increased hair fall around 3 to 4 months after delivery. So this type of sudden hair fall is what we call the telogen effluvium. With a balanced and healthy lifestyle and a healthy diet, this usually reverts back to normal within a span of 3 to 6 months. Now coming to the long-standing hair fall. Genetics and hormonal factors often plays a role in this type of long-standing hair fall. Hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, polycystic ovarian syndrome are some of the hormonal factors for this. Also, hypersensitivity to a particular male hormone known as androgen can result in long-standing hair fall in both males and females. In males, it is known as the androgenetic alopecia or the common baldness, and in females, this is known as the female pattern alopecia. People often complain about frontal recession of their hairline or widening of their forehead, and with time, they start complaining about thinning of hair from their vertex or the crown area. In addition to these features, females also complain about widening of their hairline or the central partition. With the right treatment at the right time, this type of hair fall can be controlled to a great extent. Now coming to the importance of hair care. Whatever may be your reason for hair fall, the importance of hair care cannot be emphasized upon more. Hair is a structure that is continuously growing, and naturally its nutritional requirements are quite high. A balanced diet and a healthy lifestyle goes a long way in the health and strength of your hair. So always remember to include lots of iron-rich and protein-rich substances in your diet. The iron-rich substances that can be included are green leafy vegetables, fruits, dry fruits like dates and almonds, jaggery, etc. And the protein-rich substances are legumes, sprouts, lean meat and dairy products. Now, there are a variety of hair supplements which are available in the market, and most of them contain essential fatty acids, zinc, biotin, iron and other micronutrients. So taking these supplements for a period of 3 to 6 months actually helps in stimulating the growth of your hair, and that can be done. Water is yet another thing which is very essential for your hair. So remember to stay hydrated and drink plenty of water. Now coming to the cleansing of your hair. Like any other part of your body, your scalp and hair requires frequent cleansing. The frequency depends upon the work that you do and the environment that you're exposed to. We usually recommend cleansing with a shampoo twice a week, but make sure that a shampoo contains a mild detergent and is free of harsh chemicals like sulfates. It is recommended to use a conditioner after using a shampoo. This is because the conditioner provides moisture to your hair shaft, which is very essential for your hair shine. Oil application or oil massage can also be done twice weekly. The massage in fact helps in improving the circulation to your scalp, which in turn nourishes your hair roots. And also in people with dry and frizzy hair, oil application to the hair helps in improving the texture of your hair. However, in case you're suffering from problems like dandruff and oily scalp, it is better to restrict or decrease the amount of oil that you use. Now let us focus upon some of the things which can adversely affect your hair. Sunshine. Even though sunshine is good for your health, too much of sunshine is bad for your hair. It can leave your hair dry, brittle and easily breakable. So always remember to protect your hair before you step out in the sun for long durations. Frequent exposure to chemicals should also be avoided. As already said, shampoo usage should be restricted to twice weekly. People who frequent the swimming pool should be cautious not to expose their hair to the chlorinated water for too long. So it is advisable to use a shower cap before you enter, and also to wash your hair immediately after you visit the pool. Now, certain hairstyles can be bad for you. For example, people who put up their hair in tight braids and ponytails for a long time experiences hair loss. This is known as the traction alopecia, and they lose hair because of the constant pull. Even tight hair accessories can be bad for you, so be cautious. Hair procedures that we do frequently, like ironing and the flat and blow drying, can actually leave your hair brittle and easily breakable, so they should be restricted to the minimum. So to sum it up, the basic 3 ingredients for a healthy and lustrous hair are a healthy lifestyle, a balanced diet, and proper hair care. Thank you.